Alright, today we have a weather war between rain and sun. I'm running the rain, he's running sun. He doesn't really have anything that really abuses sun besides the Domana 10, and a flare blitz in the sun from a Domana 10 is nothing to really laugh at. Nothing else in his team really threatens me, and I have counters to virtually everything, and nothing really actually scares anything on my team that much. And, and so I lead off with Landorus T. He leads off with Ninetales. I go for the U-turn first turn. Gotta get that switch initiative and pop the balloon. It's Scarf Landorus. I go into Politoed. He goes for the Hidden Power Ice. It's a very weird set actually. I go for the Toxic, just wanting to get some residual damage on it since nothing in his team actually resists it. I go for the Protect so I'm not locked in on it. And he goes for the Safeguard, just so nothing else in his team can be toxic. So I'm locked in on Protect, because he Encores me. And so he goes into Zapdos, and so he double switches straight back into Ninetales as I go into Ferrothorn. So I go for a double switch now back into Politoed, as he Will-O-Wisp, burning my Politoed. It's not that bad, I'm only losing 6% each turn, so I go into Landorus T as he Hidden Power Ices. Was not predicting that at all. And so I go for the Earthquake, hoping to kill the Ninetales, thinking maybe he'll stay in and try and Will-O-Wisp, but no. He brings in Zapdos, and so I bring in Fortress. So he brings in Ninetales, and I bring in Politoed, who takes a Fire Blast like a champ. And so he brings in the Wobbuffet, and I Scald, and it does alright damage, but I don't want to be locked in on the Scald so I can be mirror coated. So I go for the Protect, and he brings it to Ninetales. Now this is a problem because it means something on my team has to take a Sun boosted Fire Blast or Solar Beam. But I Protect first turn just to scout, and he goes for the Solar Beam. And so I go into Volcarona hoping to 4 times resist it as he goes for the Fire Blast. He hits 2 times in a row and kills my Volcarona. And so I go into Politoed again to get rid of the Sun, as he brings in Wobbuffet as I bring in Ferrothorn. So I go for the Stealth Rocks as he sets up a Safeguard for some reason again. So he goes for the Encore, locking me into Stealth Rocks, then brings in his Donphan a turn later to Rapid Spin, which is quite good because it means that he gets the Rapid Spin off since I don't have any Ghost types to block it. And so I go into Gastrodon, and so now he's in a position where if I Scald or anything, but I go for the Earth Power, predicting the Ninetales to come in, but in turn kill the Wobbuffet. So it brings in the Ninetales and instantly switches to his Zapdos, and so I go into Politoed trying to get the rain back up. And so he goes straight back into Ninetales instead of trying to kill my Politoed as I go into Ferrothorn. So the same situation's happened again where Ferrothorn's in and I brought in Politoed, who's missed the Fire Blast. So he brings in Zapdos as I Scald, and I managed to get the burn. It's very nice, it means the damage is continually racking up on that thing. And so I bring in Ferrothorn knowing I can take any hit it wants to do, and even if it has the Hidden Power Fire, it won't do much because the Sun isn't up. So he brings in Ninetales, and I go for the Leech Seed, just getting some more residual damage, hopefully happening to the Zapdos. But he double switches into Terrakion as I go into Gastrodon as kind of like a midway switch. Kind of risky considering it's Solar Beam. So he goes for a close combat as I go for the Earth Power, killing the Terrakion straight up. Gastrodon's just a beast. He goes into Ninetales. I predict the Solar Beam, go into my Politoed, who now locks him in on the actual Solar Beam as I go into my Ferrothorn. And take that hit very easy. And I set up my Stealth Rocks again, just because it means that his Ninetales and his Zapdos and Heatoruma or Domaniton take 25% each turn, and so basically he just ends the game because I would virtually be able to set up, maybe go into Gastron, just wall, take anything the Donphan wants to do and just kill it off. And so virtually that was game. GG, it was a nice match. Not much hacks. And it was Buddy back. Oh yeah.